Hello and welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session 10 of Geography, Isolation and Temperature. Topics to be covered are: explain the importance of isolation and establishing the relationship between the angle of incidence of sun rays and intensity of any heat received from them at a place. Explain the different process involved in the heating and cooling of the atmosphere, that is conduction, convection, radiations and evictions. Explain the heat budget with the help of a diagram. Difference between the solar radiation and the terrestrial radiations. Explain the cause of the global warming and its effect. Explain the various factors affecting the horizontal distribution of temperature. Explain with the help of a map the main characteristics of temperature distribution in the world in the month of June and July. Explain the conditions in which the inversions of temperature occurs. Okay. So in this session, we are basically going to have a discussion on the isolations and temperature part of the earth. When we talk about the isolation part, what basically isolation? Isolation is very good, or we can say that effectively defined in the slide. It is incoming solar radiation, that is isolation. Incoming solar radiation, solar is always means to sun, so that is all comes into the sunlight. So when we talked about the earth and the connection of the sun with it, earth is one of the primary source of energy. It's one of those that source which affect or bringing out the more energy on the earth. sun एक ऐसा सोर्स है एनर्जी का जहाँ से हर चीज को लिया जा सकता है, एनर्जी को लिया जा सकता है. सो दिस एनर्जी इज रेडिएटेड इन ऑल द डायरेक्शन इनटू स्पेस थ्रू शॉर्ट वेव्स. सो ये सब जो एनर्जी है वो स्पेस से होते हुए अर्थ के अंदर एंटर करती है, जिसे हम लोग एक सोलर रेडिएशन बोलते हैं. सो जब हम लोग सोलर रेडिएशन की बात करते हैं, ओनली 2 बिलियन of the total solar radiation which is the earth surface, हम ये कह सकते हैं कि जितनी भी एक एनर्जी सन के अंदर होती है उसमें से 2 बिलियंस जो है वही एनर्जी जो है पहुंच पाती है अर्थ तक. एंड स्मॉल पोर्शन ऑफ सोलर रेडिएशन इज ऑफ ग्रेट इंपॉर्टेंस. और जो छोटे छोटे पोर्शन होते हैं सोलर रेडिएशन के वो अपने आप में बहुत ग्रेट इंपॉर्टेंस रखते हैं. एंड इट्स ओनली मेजर सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी ऑन द अर्थ. अगर हम अर्थ की बात करें तो ये एक only source of energy है, and it's physical and biological phenomena in concern of physical and biological factors also. So incoming solar energies through the short waves is termed as insolation. जो भी छोटे छोटे waves के through जो solar radiations अर्थ के अंदर आती हैं उन्हें हम insolations बोलते हैं. और amount of insolations received on the earth surface is far less than the radiation from the sun because of the small size of an earth. Again, जितना बड़ा एक सन है और जितनी ज़्यादा उसके अंदर एनर्जी है उसके कंपैरेटिवली कुछ ही पार्ट जो है वो अर्थ के सरफेस तक आता है. एंड अगेन इट इज़ लाइक बहुत ही स्मॉलर एनर्जी जो है वो अर्थ के अंदर आ पाती है. जस्ट रीजन बिहाइंड इज दैट इट्स रिलेटेड टू द स्मॉल साइज ऑफ एन अर्थ. अर्थ का साइज जो है वो अपने आप में बहुत स्मॉल है और जो डिस्टेंस है अर्थ के साथ वो भी ज़्यादा दूर है. सो डिस्टेंस इज देयर. So moreover, water evaporate, dust particles, ozone and other gases presented in the atmosphere absorb the small amount of isolation. At the same time, बहुत सारे ऐसे particles हैं जो अर्थ के अंदर अवेलेबल हैं, जैसे वाटर हो गया, डस्ट हो गए, ओजोन हो गया, और बहुत सारी गैसेस हो गई जो ऑटोमेटिकली उन फैक्टर्स को एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं. So we can see this image, that is the wonderful image which gives you the idea about the sun factor. So sun से आने वाली जितनी भी radiations होती हैं, that radiation is comes into solar energy is absorbed by the earth surface and warmed it. Automatically earth surface को क्या करते हैं, warm करते हैं, and at the same time it's converted into the heat causing an emission of the long waves radiation back to the atmosphere. At the same time जैसे ही ये heat up होता है, ये जब heat cause करता है तो automatically वही energies जो है वो वापस भी फेंकता है. At the same time बहुत सी ऐसे infrared radiations होती हैं which is absorbed and re-emitted by the greenhouse gases molecules. So बहुत सारे जो greenhouse molecules available होते हैं atmosphere के अंदर that affects that directly effect in the warming of the earth surface. तो ये वो भी साथ में अटैच होकर earth surface को और heat up करते हैं. तो surface gain more heat and infrared radiation is emitted again. So that is like both are working for that emergence. Some of the solar radiation is reflected by the atmosphere and certain, or we can say that in our earth surface. So बहुत से ऐसे solar radiations हैं जो कि रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर के अंदर और जो अर्थ सरफेस से परफॉर्म्ड होते हैं. और बहुत से ऐसे इंफ्रारेड रेजेस हैं जो एटमॉस्फेयर के अंदर पासेस होते हैं. तो ये इसी तरीके से काम करते हैं. जितनी भी नेट इनकम ऑफ सोलर रेडिएशन आ रही है उसमें से कुछ ना कुछ हर बार जो है फिनिश्ड अप हो जाती है. लाइक 240 वी वर गेटिंग इट, 168 वाज टेकन एंड थ्रू विच 108 watt per m2 is taken care, not going inside is 240 watt per is considered. So that is what comes into the greenhouse effects in the environment. So there are some following factors which isolation receive. The very first is the angle of incidence, duration of day, transparency of atmosphere. So the very first we will going to discuss on the angle of incidence. This is what, like, since the earth is of a round size, earth जो है वो round size में होती है and sun rays जो है directly एक surface को attack करते हैं, so they will like different angles at a different places. तो different जगहों पे different तरीके का angle बनता है. So the angle formed by the sun rays is with the tangent of the earth cycle at the point is we can say the angle of incidence. तो जिस तरीके से वो सन रेज जो है अर्थ पर आके इफेक्ट कर रही होती हैं, अर्थ के सर्कल पर आके इफेक्ट कर रही होती हैं, that was basically comes into the angle of incidence. So it was basically we can say that isolations influence करती है दो तरीके से. जब एक सन जो है वो already overheaded होता है and the way of the sun are vertical, जब vertical होती हैं उसकी रेज तो एक उसका इफेक्ट होता है. एंड सेकेंड इज सन रेज विद द स्मॉल एंगल. अगर एक छोटे एंगल के साथ सन रेज पड़ रही हैं सो रेज स्ट्राइकिंग एट द लार्जर रेंज, तो ऑटोमेटिकली ये जो इफेक्ट है ये दोनों तरफ से आ रहे हैं. जब वो अपर हेड होता है तब, और जब वो अगेन एक स्मॉल एंगल में आया होता है. सो इन द एंडस्फेयर ऑफ द लोवेस्ट नून टाइम व्हेन वी कंसीडर एज नून टाइम, सो आइसोलेशन इज रीच्ड एट एन वेंट सोलिटिव. सो वर्टिकल रेज आर देयर like sunlight that strike the earth's surface at an angle of a 90 degree which occurs every day at a noon somewhere in the tropics. So that is what comes into vertical rays. Vertical rays वो होती है जब 90 डिग्री का एंगल बनाते हुए जो सन की रेज होती है वो सीधा डायरेक्ट अर्थ पर पहुंच रही होती है. Then at the same time angle of जो isolations होते हैं वो हमारे आइसोलेशंस को इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं. ड्यूरेशन ऑफ आइसोलेशंस में वेरी जेंटली विद द लैटिट्यूड. सो वी कैन सी द एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस. नाउ इन दिस पिक्चर जो ब्लैक एरिया है, दैट ब्लैक एरिया इज सिंपली सिग्निफाइज द नाइट एरिया एंड अदर इज डे एरिया. So when the earth is rotating, so automatically sun rays again अगर up head से आएंगी तो दूसरा एंगल जनरेट करेंगी, अगर डायरेक्ट हैंड से आएंगी तो दूसरा एंगल जनरेट करेगी. सो डिफरेंट जगह के अंदर डिफरेंट एंगल्स हैं और वो डिफरेंट तरह से ही परफॉर्म कर रहा है. सो दैट्स कम्स इनटू द अर्थ एट द एंगल ऑफ आइसोलेशन, और वी कैन से दैट एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस. देन अदर इज ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द डे. Duration is of the day varying from people to people and considering from season to season. So that is duration. The people wise people जो है चीज़ें डिस्कस होती रहती हैं, इम्प्रूव होती रहती हैं. It decide the amount of isolations, किस तरह की ड्यूरेशन है, किस तरह का एटमॉस्फेयर है, कि एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया का हाउ मच पॉपुलेशन इज देयर, कितनी तरह की गैसेस जो है रोटेट हो रही हैं. सो दिस इज द लॉन्गर द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द डे एंड ग्रेटर इज द अमाउंट ऑफ आइसोलेशन रिसीव. सो दैट वाज कम इनटू द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ अ डे. Then another is transparency of atmosphere. Transparency of atmosphere is like atmosphere could be transpirated. It is to be considered that determine the amount of insolation reaching the earth's surface, how much insolation is reaching the earth's surfaces, and the longer the duration of the earth, the greater is the movement of the insolation received. So जिस movement पे वो start होता है, उस movement से लेकर अगले we can say that the from that moment to next it is what the resulting in the less amount of insolation. So it is transparency of atmosphere which is determine the atmosphere of isolation reached by the earth's surface, and it is the temperature dependence upon the cloud cover, thickness, dust particles, or we can say that water evaporate as it reflects the the absorbing part or the transmit part of the temperances of a atmosphere. Then next is heating and cooling of atmosphere. How this heating and cooling of the atmosphere was come up. So when we talked about sun, it's the ultimate source of heating the energy and cooling up. So when the angle of radiation affects, जब एक angle of radiation से affect हो सकता है, same with the steadily slows rather than the high. So like mechanism of heating the atmosphere is not simple. Four heating process is to be considered. बहुत चार बड़े हमें heating concept की जरूरत पड़ती है. That is radiation, conduction, convection and adventions. Now radiation is simply the process of the solar energy. The earth is coming in a rays, and on earth the rays are coming, so that comes into the radiations. So it's reached the earth and loses the energy to the outer space, and when the sources of the heat transmit heat directly to the object through the heat waves, so that comes into the radiation part. Then the conduction is related to how we will going to conduct on the factors. So when two objectives of unequal temperature comes into a contract with each other, heat energies flow. ये conduction होती है जब unequal temperature में contact होता है energies का, तो automatically that leads to the heat up scenario. Then convection is transfer of heat by the movement of mass or substance from one type of product, one type of another, general vertical. It's called convections. Convection होता है जब heat by a movement, जब एक movement के through वो heat up हो रहा होता है, and for the we can say that for the masses part. And yes, at the same time the air of the lower layer was bringing up, the heating up the air leads to its expansions, its factor. It basically led to the density decrease and it's moved towards continuous ascertain of the heated air and accumulate the lower layer of the atmosphere. As a consequence, lower air comes between, or we can say below, the flow of the vacuum little, or we can say that the vacuum leading to the convections. Then evections, it is like wind carry the temperature of the one place to another. जब एक place से दूसरी place पर wind move करती है और wind की वजह से जब temperature rotate करता है, that comes into the evections. Then other is heat budget. Heat budget is not as the consideration. Heat budget basically simply says that how we will going to manage the heat factors, how we are going to maintain those heat factor, that things lead to the heat budget. Heat budget is simply that how much radiation is come from sun or how much is what taken by or used by the earth. So in that case it is between this isolation and the terrestrial radiation. Air see exchange of heat, create a deep water masses and derive the convert blood At the same time, there are several heat losses termed as electrical conducting long wire radiations reflect the solar sun. Cumulative moves. Now global warming. Global warming is something which leads to you that the globe is warming, globe is heating up. So in that case, one of the major environmental problem of our earth is facing. So scientists see its close association with the depletion of stratospheric zone. So the stratospheric zone is day by day decreasing, or we can say that it's like finished off. That will lead to affects the global warming also. We can see this in the diagram how global warming affects. So again, car exhausted at the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. जितना भी कार से आने वाला जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होता है वो एड अप हो जाता है एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर. सेम विद शिप से निकलते हुए जितने धुएं होते हैं. हीट रेडिएटेड ऑफ सी, हीट रेडिएशन होती है ऑफ सी से एंड लैंड से भी. अगेन सन से भी जो हमारी हीट है वो आ रही है. सो पावर प्लांट जो है वो एक एक्स्ट्रा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेकर आते हैं. हम जितने भी फॉसिल फ्यूल्स को बर्न करते हैं वो भी अगेन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेकर आते हैं. सो ये सब मॉलिक्यूल्स जो हैं वो हर लेवल से इफेक्ट कर रहे हैं हमारे ओजोन को, अपर लेवल से भी और लोअर लेवल से भी. सो रेडिएशन एनर्जी from below and an energy of the atmosphere, so automatically that will lead to come up with the depletions of energy, global warming we can say. Now temperature and its distributions. When we talked about temperature, indicates the relative degree of heat to the substance, when it's basically focuses on to how the things is going to be managed, that comes into the temperature and its distributions. So that is simply heat is the energy which makes the things or objective hot, while the temperature measures the intensity of heat. So heat क्या होता है, एक सोर्स होता है कि किस तरह से टेम्परेचर गर्म हो रहा है, और हमारे जो टेम्परेचर होता है उस इंटेंसिटी को जज करने का एक तरीका. Although the quick distance from each other is yet to be considered, and it's closely related to, because gains or losses of heat is not is like necessary to rise the lower the temperature. Distribution, or we can say that of temperature, varied from vertically and horizontally. It is like two kind of. Horizontal distribution is again across the latitude over the surface of the earth. Earth के surface से अगर कोई भी latitude को cross करते हुए जा रहा है, that comes into the horizontal distribution. And then another is the horizontal distribution of temperature is normally called as the isotherms. So horizontal distribution and vertical. Horizontal we already study, it's across the longitude over the surface of the earth, and vertical related to if we consider the horizontal part rather for the vertical, so it is considered as like there were few factors. Uneven distribution of temperature, how it's possible, it is depend on latitude, land and sea contact, relief and altitude, ocean and currents, winds, vegetable cover, and then vegetation cover, nature of soil, and the slope and aspects. The horizontal distribution temperature basically over the globe can study easily from the map of the January and July month, because it's the horizontal temperature. So it is coming from the latitude over the surface of the earth. Since the seasonal extreme of the height and lower temperature are mostly observed in both the northern and southern hemisphere. So lower temperature or either a higher temperature, both can be seen in that cases and in that temperatures. Now in the vertical distributions of temperature, that will lead to the permanent snow on the high mountains. That is what the permanent factors, because it's vertical, so it's that raise or temperature is vertical, so as not such a big effect was on the earth. So indicate the decrease of the temperature, so that there is a decrease of the temperature. It's like observations relieve that there is a fairly regular decrease in the temperature, because, and yes, it's increase in the altitude. So in that case, in average, if we consider in the vertical factor or vertical distribution of temperature, the upward decrease, the upward in the topsosphere is about 60 Celsius per kilometer and extending to the tropopause. This vertical graduation of temperature is commonly referred to as in a standard atmosphere of the normal lapse rate. It's basically in a high in season longitude, and it's covered in the actual lapse. So there are a few questions which you have to do it by yourself. The very first is, what is meant by the normal lapse rate? What is isolation? Define the threshold radiations. At which rate does the temperature decreases with the increase in the latitude? You had to give the idea about the distribution of temperature in the world in January and heat budget. So this is all about for this session. I'm winding up here. Thank you so much.